Good morning and welcome back to the channel, Gary's Movie Emporium. Today is video number 214 since I started my channel. Today's going to be a horror pack unboxing for the DVD and Blu-ray from that service that's offered. You get 4 DVD, 4 Blu-ray, depending on if you choose each or both of the services. You'd get a total of 8 per month. You never know what you're going to get. You might actually stumble upon what's out there, maybe by mistake, maybe on Facebook. I don't know. I've seen people say they make predictions on what's gonna, what they're gonna be, and I think they wait until they see somebody actually get it, and then they say, "Well, I predicted that," and I'm like, "Well, you probably had already gotten the pack yourself, and you just kind of made yourself look like you were right." And I don't know. I don't really care if I'm right or not. It's the fun of knowing what you're gonna get, like when you actually open it. Well, let's get started this morning. I'm gonna start off whatever I grab here. Looks like first up is the DVD. It's kind of the way I prefer it. Just because I don't like to show the Blu-ray right off, because sometimes you do that first, and people will cut right to the Blu-ray. I don't know why DVD don't get love as well. It's a format, that it has its place as well. There's no knock on Blu-ray, because honestly I prefer Blu-ray over DVD. But like I said, this is a monthly service, and this one I had changed out the cover for, because I thought this had the King of the Hill vibe to it a little bit, so I went with this cover. It's Cheap Thrills. From 2013, 85 minutes, from Cinedyne Entertainment and Draft House Films. In all honesty, I don't really know why this was in the horror pack for June. If I didn't mention what month this was for. This is for the month of June. It has a 45-minute making of a documentary on Cheap Thrills and a Fantastic Fest from 2013. It also, too, has a 16-page booklet included in this particular movie, but I really like this cover. Like I say, it has that King of the Hill vibe to it, but honestly, other than a few bloody moments based on the back, I really don't see how this was really included in Horror Pack, unless there's something I'm missing out on. I really think this really should have been maybe, not really included in it. That's not a knock on them. I don't know. Maybe it is horror. I don't know. It just does not give me that vibe like it is. But that's Cheap Thrills. And then I got a Dimension Extreme film called Storm Warning Unrated from the director of Urban Legend. It's been a while since you actually see a lot of Dimension Extreme anymore. This used to be quite a really popular brand back in the day. I don't know if this is still around now, but this is saying from 2007/2008. Well, it has a couple special features. Was a winner of Best Special Effects and Best Score at the 2000 Screenfest Horror Film Festival. Great thrill ride loaded with scares and loads of gore, says BloodyDisgusting.com. It's from Dark Light Pictures as well. I'm seeing that it says it's possibly from Australia, so this one's probably from shot in and around Australia. And this clocks in at 84 minutes, and that's Storm Warning. I can't say as I've ever heard of this one. Let's look at the back of it. Storm Warning. Apologize, it's been a few days since I've did a video. Not gonna lie, I've been kind of enjoying the time away a little bit, spending time with the family, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's basically from the director of Urban Legend, so we take a terrifying trip into the depths of human depravity. When a storm forces a couple to land their sailboat far ashore, they stumble upon a remote island inhabited by a demented father and his psychotic sons. They're captured, beaten, and sexually enslaved. The couple turn the tables in a bloody fight for survival, featuring some of the most intensely brutal scenes imaginable. Storm warning never lets up as it builds towards a shocking finish. That's storm warning. One more look at the back. It is weird. I had just watched this via someone on Instagram had so they picked this up for $1 at one of their stores. But I was lucky enough to get it in this horror pack this month. It's uncensored and unrated. Danny Trejo, Karachi Tran, Rob Van Dam, Three-Headed Shark Attack, more heads, more deads. That's from Cinedigm Entertainment. 90 minutes on this one. 5.1 stereo or surround, if you will. Gag reel and some trailers on this one. This was a pretty little fun shark movie as long as you throw the absurdity level, out there. If you kind of expected that, then you should have fun with this one. Otherwise, if you're kind of like you like your shark movies dead serious and not really bad CGI and that kind of thing, then you're probably gonna hate this one. But I had fun with this one. Pretty good casting of getting Rob Van Dam and Danny Trejo. Pretty good job of landing those two guys for this movie. But, that's Three-Headed Shark Attack. If I didn't mention, it's uncensored and unrated. And then finally, I did see this one too. Stars Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. I think that's what it says. Well, hard to see with the way they wrote it. Not hard to see, but hard, a little hard to decipher the way it's written. From writer and director Darren Aronofsky, director of Black Swan. It's Mother. It's called Brilliant, a mind-blowing masterpiece. This is quite a long one, if I remember right. Yeah, it's about 2 hours. Rated R. It's kind of mind-bendy, but I did like it. I normally don't like the mind-bendy ones, but this one was, it's exactly what I would call it, mesmerizing. That's what Peter Travers at Rolling Stone says about it. It's from 2017, rated R. 2 hours and 1 minute. Academy Award winner Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem deliver unforgettable performances. Academy Award nominated Aronofsky's praised opus. The film shattered audiences and critics around the world. It's been called darkly exhilarating and Aronofsky's most daring film yet. Experience the visually arresting psychological thriller that will leave your heart pounding and your mind blown. I see people say they don't really like this one, but to me it's much better than a lot of these movies that it's of its kind. It's not great, but I did like the mystery of it throughout, and it kept me entertained for the most part. So I'd endorse it. I'd say it's worth I wouldn't really call it really like outright horror really either, but it's kind of like one of those dramatic mind-bendy with some dark horror elements, I guess you could say. I wouldn't say it was straight up horror, but at least it's more horror than cheap thrills. That's my only complaint about the DVDs this for the month of June was cheap thrills. Not that it's a bad movie. I have never seen it. I'm not putting it down. But I don't think that it's... I think I could have found a better title to stick into a horror pack than that. But that's Mother there. I'll put these back in the plastic. So this month is the Bluray 60th horror pack exclusive. In case you guys that are watching these videos really keep track of, like what number you get and all that. This month is number 60 for the Blu-ray. And here's obviously the Blu-ray. Wonder if at some point they might offer 4K. That would be neat. Like stuff that's marked down, not pricey $35 horror pack 4Ks or anything like that. This way. Okay, for the Blu-ray portion of this video, Raven Banner Releasing presents spare parts. And they've gotten so they put them in these plastic slips, or these plastic resealable plastic cases, or like they're like a protectant kind of thing, which is cool. Gory and often an exhilarating ride. Does have quite a few special features. Says this was made in Canada, 235 by 1 anamorphic widescreen. Clocks in at a hair over an hour and a half. And that God-forsaken bar in the middle of nowhere, an all-girl band, Miss 45, rips the stage apart with their punk spirit, but their performance impresses an enthusiastic fan who lures a girl into a trap, sedates them, and starts customizing them. Slowly they begin to gain consciousness and, in total shock, realize their arms have all been replaced with axes and chainsaws to fight gladiator style in a junkyard arena owned by a sadistic emperor, forcing them into the battle of their lives with one prize in mind: their freedom. Sounds like they kind of took their take on the movie Tusk, Kevin Smith directed, and they kind of went another direction with it. They, instead of making like him a walrus, they made these girls like have no arms, and they were fighting with obviously the swords and drills and that kind of thing. Kind of like a fight to the finish, in a kind of way. Pretty interesting on that one. And this one was very rampant in the Dollar Tree wave. It's a Shudder original. Maxine Peake, Eleanor Worthington Cox, the movie Gwen. RLJ Entertainment. And I feel like this movie's been shown so many times between Dollar Tree and so many of these other horror pack, video-related plugs, if you will. Seems like this is all over the place. At this point, I'm surprised there's any of these left to even show. It's from 2018/2019. I guess it came out in 2018 and was distributed 2019 by RLJ. Gwen is a young girl whose life seems to be collapsing around her. Struggling with her mother's mysterious illness, her father's absence, and a group of angry villagers threatening to take her farm, Gwen must find the strength to guide her family through darkness, but as a malevolent presence begins to take grip of her home, it becomes apparent there's a greater evil that may be too strong to overcome. Kind of has that Bell Witch Haunting movie with Donald Sutherland kind of feel to it to me. That's the vibe I get from the movie Gwen, because it is kind of a bit of a period piece based on what I'm seeing here on the back. Kind of taking place in that, kind of like eventually the house becomes like a malevolent spirit, kind of doing things to the family and family members. Kind of has that vibe, and like I said, this is a Shudder exclusive. Here, this one, I've heard people say it's not very good. I don't know. It looks good, but doesn't always mean with a good cover, good premise that it is good. And this too, next up, is definitely been all over the Dollar Tree wave. I'm not sure if I ever landed one with this particular cardboard insert. It's Child's Play. And this is the original with, what's her name? Catherine Hicks and Chris Sarandon. And I never get the little kid's name right. I know his name. It's just, and this was directed by Tom Holland. Not Tom Holland Spider-Man, but a different director, obviously. 1988, 87 minutes. It has a slew of bonus features on this, which is really good. Like you would, there's no sense of really reading what this is about. Uh, you basically know about the lake. Is it the Lakeshore Strangler, or that's what it's called? Yeah, kind of goes on from there. A curse and the doll, goes into Chucky's body. And pretty much know everything right down to nook and cranny on this particular series, how it all got started. But this was pretty rampant in the Dollar Tree wave. Oh, take a look at the back there. That's Child's Play. And then finally, this is a horror pack exclusive, the Poltergeist Diaries. And I apologize about how the cover's really on the dark side. Sometimes their exclusives, their covers are a little too dark for my liking. It says it's 1080p from 2021, 76 minutes. I don't honestly think this is from 2021. I think it was manufactured on demand in 2021. Clock's in at 76 minutes, so it's a really short one. It says, "Your house, their home." And it says, after moving to an isolated cabin, Jacob Taylor vanishes without a trace. With the help of footage, he leaves behind his family members, friends, and detectives. They try to find answers to the strange events that are centered around him. And I could have swore that looks like Eric Roberts right there. If it's not, it sure looks like him. But this is a limited edition Blu-ray. So if you don't get Horror Pack, you might find it on eBay, because I know some people do sell them, and I don't know why. I mean, yeah, probably to make money, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, it's kind of like anything. It's like a trading card, I mean, you got certain ones you want to get in a collection. I just don't know why anyone would sell this. Especially if you're a big horror fan. Even if it isn't that good or whatever, I'd still keep it. I mean, it's a number in a series, But I don't know if that's Eric Roberts. It sure looks like him, because he does wear glasses, I know. This looks like it's found footage. That could be interesting. Like my pictures out. Whoever put the cover into this kind of like left it like way off center. I don't know if you can pick it up there, where it's kind of like over. I don't know if you can. Yeah, it's like not touching up here. It's like it slipped down somehow. But I'll have to fix that at some point, or it's going to bend the cover art. But that's my video for this morning. Some pretty interesting titles in the Blu-ray and DVD packs. July's is right around the corner. So if you're interested in this horror pack service, you need to get out there and get subscribed to them in July, because I know last time I knew they were starting to sell out pretty fast. I don't know if it's because people are just bored with summer, and there's not much they can do because they can't really go back to work and things like that. And that's my video for this morning. Please share, like, and subscribe. On this channel, I do reviews, giveaways, all kinds of neat little things. Keep a channel thriving and successful. Almost halfway to 400 subscribers, and thank you for that. And I might start doing like random video, especially if it's a non-review video. I might start occasionally giving away a prize here and there. I'm not gonna say when. I'm just gonna, you start leaving comments and things like that, and I notice people have been giving me a love on the channel itself love. I'll probably just give that person something just for being there to support me and keep the channel thriving and kind of keep the conversation going on the channel, to kind of keep it interesting. I might just randomly do that just to see if that gets any traction. But thank you for watching, and have a I always forget what day it is. Have a happy Sunday. It's kind of throwing me off because my wife's got a weird schedule this week. But have a happy Sunday, and I'll see you again, guys. Take care, and I'll be seeing you in July for the new horror pack. See you later. Bye.